It was supposed to be just another glittering evening in the Chinese entertainment world, a celebration of success, talent, and artistry. But what unfolded that night became one of the most unforgettable moments in award show history. When Shinyu took the stage to give her acceptance speech, no one expected that her words would bring tears to millions of eyes or that she would call someone very special up to stand beside her. Before we dive into this emotional story of love, friendship, and heartfelt gratitude, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss another powerful moment between Shinyu and Wang that keeps the entire fandom talking. The night began with a red carpet filled with dazzling stars, flashing cameras, and stunning gowns. Shinyu, wearing an elegant pale pink dress that shimmered under the lights, looked every bit the graceful star she's become. Her smile was soft, her eyes warm, yet something about her seemed deeply reflective that evening. As she greeted reporters and waved to fans, many noticed a quiet emotion behind her usual bright demeanor. It was as if she already knew that something special was about to happen. Throughout the night, awards were handed out to actors, directors, and producers who had left their mark on the industry that year. Shinyu was nominated for Best Actress, a category packed with some of the most talented women in entertainment. But everyone knew she had a strong chance. Her recent performance in a drama had touched audiences deeply, showcasing her emotional depth and natural charm. Still, she seemed nervous, clasping her hands together each time the camera cut to her. And then, the moment came. The host opened the golden envelope, smiled, and announced, "The Best Actress award goes to Shinyu." The crowd erupted into applause. Fans in the audience screamed her name, and fellow actors stood up to clap for her. Shinyu froze for a moment, tears welling up in her eyes as she pressed a hand to her chest in disbelief. Slowly, she rose to her feet, hugged a few of her co-stars, and walked toward the stage. The music swelled, the cameras followed her, and every step she took felt like a fairy tale. When she reached the microphone, she took a deep breath, holding the golden trophy close to her chest. "Thank you," she began softly, her voice trembling. I didn't expect this." The audience grew quiet, hanging on to every word. Shinyu smiled through her tears. "It's been such a long journey for me. I started as a girl with big dreams and no idea where they would take me. And now I'm standing here, holding this." She looked down at her award, shaking her head slightly in disbelief. "I'm just so grateful." She thanked her management, her fans, her family, and then, her voice changed. It grew softer, more emotional. Her eyes searched the audience. "But there's someone else I need to thank," she said. The room fell silent. "Someone who has been there from the very beginning. Someone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." At that moment, you could almost hear the collective gasp ripple through the crowd. Everyone was waiting to hear who she meant. Then Shinyu smiled, a bittersweet, emotional smile, and spoke the name that made the entire hall erupt in shock and excitement. Wang. The cameras instantly turned toward him. Dylan, dressed sharply in a black suit, looked stunned. His eyes widened, then softened as he smiled at her from his seat. The audience began murmuring, and fans watching the live broadcast flooded social media with messages like, "Did she just say Dylan Wang?" and "OMG, she's calling him out on stage." Shinyu took another breath, her voice trembling but sincere. "I don't think I could have become the actress I am today without him," she said. "He taught me what it means to feel, to really feel, when performing. Every scene, every emotion, every heartbreak I've ever portrayed, a part of it came from what I learned working with him." The crowd was completely silent now. You could sense the emotion in her words, the sincerity in her tone. Dylan sat there, visibly moved, blinking back what looked like tears. Then, in a moment that felt straight out of a drama, Shinyu said softly into the mic, "Dylan, would you please join me on stage?" The audience gasped, and then applause thundered through the hall. The camera zoomed in on Dylan as he hesitated for a brief second, then stood up, smiling shyly. Fans screamed, "Go Dylan," as he made his way toward the stage. Shinyu watched him walk up the steps, her eyes filled with both pride and emotion. When he reached her, they exchanged a quiet, heartfelt look, one that spoke volumes. Shinyu held the mic close and laughed softly. I didn't tell him I was going to do this, she said, and the audience laughed with her. Dylan smiled, shaking his head. You definitely didn't, he replied, his voice low but warm. Shinyu turned back to the audience, her voice breaking slightly. This man right here, she said, glancing at Dylan, was my very first co-star. When I was new, nervous, and unsure, he was patient. He guided me through my mistakes, encouraged me, and never once made me feel small. He always reminded me to stay true to myself, even when the pressure got too much. Dylan looked down, smiling modestly, while Shinyu continued, we've both grown up a lot since then. We've had ups and downs, successes, and struggles, but through it all. After the ceremony, journalists flooded both stars with questions. Reporters asked Dylan how he felt being called up unexpectedly. He smiled shyly and said, it was emotional. I didn't know what to say. I just felt proud of her. She's worked really hard. When asked if he was surprised by her words, he chuckled. Completely. But that's Shinyu, she always speaks from the heart. Shinyu, when interviewed, blushed when asked why she called him up. Because he deserved to be part of that moment, she said softly. He was there at the beginning of my journey. It felt right that he was there with me at the top. Those simple words only fueled fans' emotions further. Many said it was like watching Meteor Garden come to life again, except this time, it wasn't acting, it was real. Even other celebrities commented on the heartfelt moment. One well-known actress wrote online, that speech reminded me why I fell in love with storytelling. It was genuine, emotional, and unforgettable. Another actor posted, that hug between Shinyu and Dylan, that's the definition of mutual respect. As clips of the speech continued circulating online, people began using it as inspiration. Fans created emotional edits pairing the moment with romantic music, sharing it with captions like, when art becomes real, and their bond is something rare in this industry. But perhaps what made it most beautiful was the simplicity of it all. There were no staged theatrics, no exaggerated gestures, just two people, connected by years of shared history, expressing gratitude and love in the purest way possible. By the end of the night, as Shinyu and Dylan walked off the stage together, still laughing softly and wiping away tears, it was clear that something had shifted, not just for them, but for everyone watching. It was a reminder that behind the fame and the spotlight, there are real emotions, real friendships, and real people. And though they didn't say it outright, that night felt like a confession, not of love, but of deep appreciation and something that words can't quite describe. As the lights dimmed and the camera stopped rolling, fans around the world knew they had just witnessed a piece of history. A moment that will live forever, the night Shinyu called Dylan Wang up to the stage and turned an award speech into something magical. So, what do you think? Was it pure friendship, or did Shinyu's emotional words reveal something deeper between them? Either way, their bond continues to captivate hearts everywhere. And if you don't want to miss the next moment that makes fans cry, smile, and believe in fate all over again, don't forget to subscribe, because when it comes to Dylan Wang and Shinyu, every moment feels like a story worth remembering.